wrap up on July 23rd. Game data here for MLB and the AWS Calendar Invite Server video series. I'm just going to highlight one slide. This is an ongoing series which I use a couple different demo systems to visualize calendar invites being sent out by the Calendar Invite Server. This particular slide is a wrap up on API number one. API number one is a one-click embedded calendar invite button that we use in web pages. They could be either for bulk calendar invite sends or for individual upcoming web pages, which I've demonstrated here on this YouTube channel. This particular highlight reel here is how is a calendar invite receipt data collected for the AWS Calendar Invite Server. We often get asked this, and our intellectual property essentially here in wrap up is API 1 takes the articulated calendar invite data out of the database itself. So in raw form, it's actually sitting disassembled in the Dynamo database itself. We run a series of lambdas when this API 1 is clicked for a particular game, and this series of lambdas actually reconstructs a calendar invite on the fly for this particular UID for this baseball game. And then the baseball game is basically reassembled as a calendar invite using the API for the simple email service called Raw, which we actually build on the fly a raw calendar invite and send it out using the simple email service by AWS. And that sends out these calendar invites, and then what we ask is the attendee to participate in the game itself, or essentially the calendar invite. Because there's a requested receipt, these individual calendar invites that go out, when they interact with the individual calendar invites by email address, those recipients now send the data back to the API gateway for AWS, and we actually collect the individual calendar receipts into S3, run a series of lambdas, put them back in DynamoDB, and then we visualize them in these various APIs at a detailed level for calendar receipt data information. So we're collecting millions of calendar receipts, and visually we can look at API number 3, API number 6, and APIs 4 and 5 that we collect and summarize on this page for detailed calendar receipt information. Thanks for stopping by.